Peace. Hi, it's Heart Love. Welcome to the YouTube live book reading of Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures great and small. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel Riley. We are back again. This is how you do it. The great master Ted Andrews has given us so many beautiful moments during this book reading. So we're going to double it up with another master, the great AnnSpeed. Somewhere in time is playing behind us. So we pick up at Dragonfly and Damselfly. Welcome all. Peace, YouTube. Love to the book reading community. Hi, it's Heart Love. We are now at page 340. Dragonfly and Damselfly. Keynote: the power of light. Dragonflies and damselflies are very ancient, with estimates of having been around for over 180 million years old. They have a beautiful jewel-like coloring, the bright colors that take time to develop, reflecting the idea that the maturity, our own true colors come forth. This is part of dragonfly medicine. For many, it is difficult to tell the difference between a dragonfly and a damselfly. Dragonflies have a broad bodies and enormous eyes. Damselflies are more slender and delicate. When dragonflies are at rest, they hold their wings out like a glider. Damselflies will fold their wings over their backs when at rest. Dragonflies will often eat while in flight, and damselflies will always land before eating. Both are known for their fast flight and their dazzling aerial feats, as if imitating how light itself can be moved and directed. They twist, turn, change direction in an instant, hover, move up and or down, and even fly backwards. Dragonflies are sometimes known as mosquito hawks. Both the damsels and the dragons are excellent hunters of flying insects. They can fly at speeds up to 30 miles an hour, and their eyes help spot flying insects. They can spot a movement 40 feet away. They use their sharp, spiny legs and strong jaws to capture their prey. Dragonflies and damselflies inhabit two realms: water and air. Peace, everyone. Hi, it's Heart Love. We're listening to the great AnnSpeed, the place on YouTube where you come and listen to masters read books. So we have Master AnnSpeed, a master pianist, and we just got done a beautiful meditation healing. And now we are reading Ted Andrews. We're on page 340 at the bottom. Dragonfly and Damselfly. Thank you so much, YouTube. Hi, it's Heart Love. In their early life as a nymph, they play, live within the water. As they mature and go through their metamorphosis, they move to the realm of air. It is not unusual to find individuals with dragonfly totems to be very emotional and passionate in the early years. But as they get older, they learn to balance it with greater mental clarity and control. Sometimes it can indicate that the emotions have gotten shut down because of emotional issues in their early life. Remember that the dragonfly and damselfly are always found around water. There must be expressions of the emotional and the mental together. Peace, highest heart, love, Jesus. Yes, peace, highest heart, love, love to the people, love in LA. Read books and learn from masters. This is where we're at. I'm Master Uriel Neville Riley. Thank you so much. I'm a master fitness trainer and father and poet. And I read books on YouTube. We are now in the final stages of Animal Speak by the great master Ted Andrews. Learn the language of the animals, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. And so we are flying through. Almost finished another book on YouTube. Love to everyone in the playlist. Thank you so much. It is not unusual to find individuals with the dragonfly totems to be very emotional and passionate in the early years, but as they get older, they learn to balance it with greater mental clarity and control. Sometimes it can indicate that the emotions have gotten shut down because of emotional issues in the early life. Remember that the dragonfly and damselfly are always found around water. There must be expressions of the emotional and mental together. If a dragonfly has shown up in your life, you may need some fresh air in regard to something emotional. You may need to gain a new perspective or make a change. It may even indicate that you are neglecting your emotions. You Are you being too rational about everything? Are you not keeping the color of emotions alive? Dragonflies are very territorial. They will lay their eggs within the territory near the water. The egg eventually develops into the nymph stage of metamorphosis in this insect and remains as a nymph for almost 2 years before it transforms into an adult dragonfly or damselfly. This can reflect a number of possibilities for those with this totem. It can indicate that an approximate 2 year period of change is about to reach its culmination. It may reflect that you are coming into a 2 year period of transformation. It may even reflect a need to institute changes that may culminate in the colorful transformations you desire within a 2 year period. Only by examining your life and activities will you begin to understand its specific role. Peace, peace, eyes, heart, love. Thank you for the likes and subs. We're pushing towards 500. Reading books on YouTube. Love to the readers, the book readers, and all of you out there. Eyes, heart, love. Traversing the unknown by the great late, the wonderful. She just put this out. Somewhere in time, Lori AnnSpeed, check it out. Go download it. Just as light can bend and shift and be adapted in a variety of ways, so can the archetypal forces associated with the dragonfly. It is one of the most adaptable of insects. It is why it has been able to survive for so long. The dragonflies have two pairs of wings, but if need be, they can fly with one. Their eyes are kept clean with special combs on their legs and by washing the eyes, with water drops collected in the mouth. Their main predators are frogs and birds. Particularly, the frog should be studied by those with this totem. Examining its information found in the last chapter will help you with this. Their realm is the realm of light, and they are only out during the day, as they are cold blooded. Summer is their most powerful time, as they need the warmth and light of the sun. For those with this totem, this will be important to consider. Spending time outside in the sun near fresh water sources will be beneficial for restoring and changing health conditions for the better for those with this totem. Although some have color pigments in their skin, for most the colors are caused almost the same way as rainbows form. Structures in their shell scatter and refract the light, making them look iridescent, green, or blue. As they age, they may pass through several color stages. This ability to reflect and refract light and color has caused to be associated with many forms of magic and mysticism, including color magic, illusion, causing others to see what you wish, and more. Dragonfly's magic is the power of light and all that has ever been associated with it. Dragonflies and damselflies are often depicted in Japanese paintings representing new light and joy. To some Native Americans, they represent the souls of the dead. Some stories speak of the time in which they used to be real dragons. Often we assume that the dragons have to be gigantic beasts breathing fire, but the fantastic creatures of the fairy realm often come in many shapes and sizes. Dragonflies, because they are mystical relatives of the ancient dragons, are wonderful links to working with nature's spirits. For more information on them, you may wish to refer to my earlier work, Enchantment of the Fairy Realm. The dragonfly and damselfly reflect and work with the sun and light. The light changes throughout the day. The dragonfly and damselfly undergo their own transformations. They have shown up. Look for change to occur. Are you resisting change when you shouldn't? Dragonflies remind us that we are light and can reflect the light in powerful ways if we choose to do so. Let there be light is the divine prompting to use the creative imagination as a force within your life. This is part of what the dragonfly and damselfly teaches us. Life is never quite the way it appears, but it is always filled with light and color. Dragonfly can help you to see through your illusions and thus allow your own light to shine forth. Dragonfly brings the brightness of transformation and the wonder of colorful new vision. Here we go, Dragonfly medicine. Peace, Coco. Yes, Dragonfly. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and abundant light. Highest heart love. Opus. We just listened to Traversing the Unknown, Lori AnnSpeed, Somewhere in Time. And now this is Opus. And now we're at Grasshopper. 342 at the top for all those reading and with us is the master, Ted Andrews, Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. Peaceful vibes, that's right, that's all we attract. Highest heart love. Grasshopper energy. Thank you to my mods. Highest heart love. Keynote. Uncanny leaps forward. Although the ancient Hebrews saw the grasshopper as a symbol of scourge, in other societies it held a position of honor and respect. In China, grasshoppers and crickets were symbols of good cheer, good luck, abundance, and virtue. Some even believed that the relatives would come back to life as a grasshopper or a cricket, and they would construct small cages for those they would find. Even to the ancient Greeks, the grasshopper was a symbol of nobility, as its name implies. The grasshopper moves by leaping and hopping. This is also how it escapes. Grasshoppers have a tremendous jumping ability and they can leap horizontally up to 20 times their own body length. For those with this totem, it is important to get off the hunches and move. Take a chance. Take a leap forward. The hind legs of the grasshopper differ from the rest of its legs and the legs of other insects. They are extremely long and large. The hind legs have delicately controlled muscles. Those with this totem will usually find that things don't move or flow the way they do with other people. Progress is not usually made step by step. Instead, others may seem to be progressing while you seem to be sitting still. Do not become discouraged. When Grasshopper shows up, there is about to be a new leap forward, one that will probably carry you past the others around you in your life. Grasshoppers have an instinct for finding the sunny days of mounds and other places so they can be exposed to the sun. They have a knack for being in the warmth and light and knowing when to make their leaps. Trust your own instincts and rhythms if this is your totem. What works for others will not necessarily work for you. Also, remember that what works for you probably will not work for anyone else. Listen to your own inner voice to know when to make your moves in any areas of your life. Grasshoppers possess a tympanic organ of on the front legs as they breathe. This organ is activated. By moving the legs in different directions, they are able to locate a sound's source. Ding! Oh, highest heart love, Mystic Freeze, please. We just moved to the top of page 343. Grasshopper medicine. Peace, peace. Highest heart love, love. This connection between sensing sounds and the legs is highly significant. Trust your inner voice. Those with grasshopper totems have an uncanny ability to leap into successful ventures. This becomes even more true when they learn to listen to the inner voice and follow their own instincts. Sometimes grasshopper can show up if we are not listening or if we are afraid to make the leap off the mound. Many times, such fears have to do with the fact that no one else has done it this way. Grasshopper people have to learn to make new leaps. Life only becomes difficult when they refuse to move. At such times, they may feel as if they are expressing a scourge themselves. Remember, a grasshopper always leaps up and forward. It doesn't leap backwards. Woo! Oh! Only four. Yes. Highest heart love. Moving on. Here we go. Opus by the great AnnSpeed. She is with us now. We gotta show her love. Thank you so much. Praying Mantis, middle of page 343. Keynote: power of stillness. Mantis has shown up in mythology and lore in China. A system of martial arts evolved around the activities of the praying mantis. Kung Fu is based upon the imitation of animals and aspects of nature. Yes. One form of it is the praying mantis form. Most prominent, though, are the tales of the praying mantis found within African lore. To the Kalahari Bushmen of Africa, Mantis was a bushman. There are abundant tales that speak of Mantis and his adventures. In many ways, they are similar to the coyote tales of the Plains Indians and the raven tales of the Northwest Indians. Whenever Mantis got himself into trouble, he would go off and hide. He would then go to sleep and dream a solution to his problem. This epitomizes the keynote for this insect, the power of stillness, though learning to still the outer mind and go within, we can draw upon greater power. Physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. That stillness can be simple contemplation, a meditation, or even sleep and dreams. The ancient mystics spoke of 7 levels of silence that can be used by us, the first being simple contemplation, and the last being death. In between them are dimensions that can add tremendous power to our life. This is part of what the praying mantis teaches. It teaches how to still the outer so that when it is time to act in any form, it is done with surely accuracy and great power. The webs we weave. According to the Random House Dictionary of the English Language, mantis comes from a Greek word meaning prophet. If we learn to go into the stillness, we can open ourselves to prophecy. One form of meditation, sometimes taught in conjunction with traditional Kung Fu, is called Qi Kung. This meditation helps the individual to go within the direct body's life force along with specific avenues, strengthening and empowering it through the various organs and systems of the body. This has the healing and strengthening applications. We can learn to use this stillness in varying degrees, whether for creativity or for healing. And this is part of what the praying mantis teaches. It is this ability for stillness that makes the mantis a great hunter and enables it to survive. It will wait motionless, blending into its surroundings. Then, at the most opportune time, it will suddenly grasp its prey and its long forelegs, which fold over its victim like closing a jackknife upon it. For those with this totem, some examination may be necessary. Are you letting others know your plans before they are even laid? Are you being indiscriminate in what you say and to whom? Are you being impatient? Are you needing help meditating and quieting the outer mind? Are you missing opportunities to grasp life's rewards because you act or speak too hastily? All of these things, praying mantis can help you with. Woo! I pray for us every day, in the AM, in the evening, when I rest, being still. This is also a form of camouflage. Woo! Right, Coco? Here, stillness. I oftentimes, in meditation, I channel stillness and I visualize when I breathe. I visualize a little pin of light, and as I breathe out, that pin of light just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And then I feel every part of my body, the divine Ka, regenerating the muscle tissues and connective tissue of my body as I breathe. With each breath, it's just regenerating in this stillness. This is the true power of mastering thyself. The Power Unleashed. Piano by AnnSpeed. This meditation today was so powerful. Spider Medicine. The middle of page 344. By Ted Andrews. Animal Speak. Learn the language of the animals. I'm your moderator and narrator, Uriel Riley. Keynote: creativity and the weaving of fate. The spider has shown up in myth and lore throughout the world. Usually, its symbolism has been very similar wherever it is used. In India, it was associated with Maya, the weaver of illusion. It has had connections to the fates in Greek mythology and the Norns in Scandinavian lore, women who would weave, measure, and cut the threads of life. To the Native Americans, spider is grandmother, the link to the past and the future. Unlike insects, spiders have two section body instead of three, often giving them a figure eight kind of appearance. This, in conjunction with its 8 legs, unlike an insect's but 6, links it to all the mysticism associated with the geometric form of the figure 8. On its side, this is the symbol of infinity. It is the wheel of life, flowing from one circle to the next. The difficulty is learning to walk those circles or even hold your position within the middle between the two. Spider teaches you to maintain a balance between past and the future, physical and spiritual, male and female. Spider teaches you that everything you now do is weaving what you will encounter in the future. The Unexpected Longing by The Piano by AnnSpeed. In the tarot deck is a card, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a card that has to do with rhythms, the rise and fall, the flow and flux. It is linked to the energies of honor and fame and the sensitivities necessary to place ourselves within the rhythm of nature. Meditation upon this card would be beneficial for anyone with the spider as a totem. Oh, sounds out. Okay, gotcha. The spider awakens creative sensibilities. It weaves a web of intricate and subtle fabric, as if to remind us that the past always subtly influences the present and future. Often, the webs will take a spiral shape, the traditional form of creativity and development. The spider found within the web reminds us that we are the center of our own world. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, that's fun. Thank you so much for. Oh my gosh, my mods are the best. I have the best mods on YouTube. I really do. Thank you, Mr. Freeze and Coco. Hi, it's Heart Love, my beloved. Man, this is key right here. As if to remind us that the past always subtly influences the present and the future. Often the webs will take a spiral shape, the traditional form of creativity and development. The spider found within the web reminds us that we are the center of our own world. The ancient mystery schools had one precept inscribed above their portals: know thyself, and thou shalt know the universe. Ding! Spider reminds us that the world is woven around us. We are the keepers and the writers of our own destiny, weaving it like a web by our thoughts, feelings, and actions. The spider, because of its characteristics, has come to be associated by mystics and in mythology with three predominant expressions of magic. The first is the magic and the energy of creation. It is a symbol of creative power, reflected in its ability to spin a silken web. It is also associated with assertiveness of that creative force of keeping the feminine energies of creation alive and strong. As will be discussed further, this has ties to the characteristics of some spiders, i.e., the female black widow, which will kill and eat the male after mating has exhausted it. The third predominant magic of the spider is associated with its spiral energy, the links with the past and the future. The spiral of the web converging at a central point is something to be meditated upon by those with this totem. Are you moving toward a central goal, or are you scattered and going in multiple directions? Is everything staying focused? Are you becoming too involved and or self-absorbed? Are you focusing on others' accomplishments and not on your own? Are you developing resentment because of it, for yourself or them? The Aria of Love by AnnSpeed. That's what we're creating in this way. Spider is the guardian of the ancient languages and alphabets. Every society has had myths about how the different languages and alphabets were formed. The Chinese alphabet is attributed to Sang Qian, the god with the dragon face and 4 eyes. He formed it from the patterns of the stars, the marks on the back of the turtle, and the footprints of birds in the sand. The Norse god Odin created the runic alphabet after hanging upon the great tree of life for 9 days and nights. After this time, the twigs fell off and spelled out certain formulas and words. To many, there was an alphabet even more primordial. It was formed by the geometric patterns and angles found within spider's web. To many, this was the first true alphabet. This is why spider is considered the teacher of language and the magic of writing. Those who weave magic with the written word probably have a spider totem. The spider has long been associated with death and rebirth. Part of this may have to do with the fact that some female spiders will kill and eat the male after mating. This is often found in the insect world, the praying mantis being another such example. Because it is constantly building and weaving new webs, it has also been a lunar symbol with ties to the waxing and waning of the moon. For those with this totem, this pattern is a reminder to maintain balance and polarity in all aspects of life. Spider teaches that through polarity and balance, creativity is stimulated. Books, movies, and television have had a tendency to promote a fear of spiders in the general public. Most spiders are poisonous. This is how they kill or stun their prey. They serve a vital function in controlling insect populations. Yeah, so powerful, right, Coco? So beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Put that in the chat. Highest heart love. We're at the middle of page 346 for those in the playlist and reading along with us. Now it's time for a delicate balance. This just so powerful. Thank you. Thank you for being here, sharing these moments with us. Highest heart love. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. We're getting towards 500. Reflective work during reading is so transcendent. The Black Widow probably has received the worst reputation undeservedly. It is found all over the United States. It is jet black, but it has a red hourglass shaped marking on the belly. It is a poisonous spider, but it is also fatal to humans, as many assume. As but it is not fatal to humans, as many assume. It is actually a very timid spider, and it is usually as much or more afraid of humans than they are of it. Tarantulas are another common big spider that people are familiar with. The tarantula, a folk dance of the southern Italy, was named after the tarantula. They believed incorrectly that its bite caused convulsive moments in humans. The dance, with its circular direction and quick footed movements, was named for it. The tarantula is one of the largest spiders, and it is hairy. Its mouth is underneath its body. Its bite is poisonous, as with most spiders, but it would not affect the average human any more than a bee sting. Tarantulas do spin a thread, but they do not weave a web. They dig a burrow or a hole in the sand and hide in the bottom of it. As soon as they feel something walking around the opening, they will jump up, grab it, and pull it back down. That is how they catch their food. Most spiders are actually very, very delicate. If you were holding a tarantula and dropped it, it would break and die. Spiders are a combination of gentleness and strength, and they have learned to combine both for successful survival. This is an important lesson for those with this totem. As delicate as they are, spiders are also very agile. They can maintain balance and walk the tiny silken threads with ease. To walk the threads of life and maintain balance has been one of the mysteries throughout the ages. Myth and lore often speak of individuals who have learned to walk the threads between life and death, waking and sleeping, between the physical and the spiritual. This is part of what the spider medicine can teach, for spiders are the experts at walking threads. Most people have little or no contact with the bigger spiders, but they will often see a wide variety around the house or home. Many of these serve vital functions, killing more harmful insects. Most of their movement occurs in the dark, and they move into inaccessible areas. This reflects much about how to express the creative energies. Don't be afraid to employ it in seemingly inaccessible corners. Weave your creative threads in the dark, and then when the sun hits them, they will glisten with intricate beauty. If Spider has come into your life, ask yourself some important questions. Are you not weaving your dreams and imaginings into reality? Are you not using your creative opportunities? Are you feeling closed in or stuck as if in a web? Do you need to pay more attention to your balance and where you are walking in life? Are others out of balance around you? Do you need to write? Are you inspired to write or draw and not following through? Remember that Spider is the keeper of knowledge of the primordial alphabet. Spider can teach you how to use the written language with power and creativity so that your words weave a web around those who would read them. Spoken word, a delicate balance, and spiders by the great Ted Andrews. Learn the language of the animals, the spiritual and magical powers of creatures, great and small. That's completion of chapter 15. Hi, it's Heart Love. And now we are moving into chapter 16. The magic of the reptile world. When we reconvene with Animal Speak. Thank you so much, Coco. Hello, Shun. She said, so powerful, right? Hi, it's Heartlove. Thank you all. Peace, you too. Thank you for being here and reading books. Love to the book readers community. Please go check out the great Lori AnnSpeeds that we have playing behind us somewhere in time. Thank you so much, Mystic Breeze. Love to my mods. Hi, it's Heart Love. What a beautiful reading. We just completed, closed out with spiders, building our own creative web through our words, through our thoughts, through our actions. This is true balance. Spider medicine. We create and weave the webs of beauty, love, peace in our life by honoring ourselves, channeling our true power. Interstellar Journey by the great Lori AnnSpeed closes us out as we drink some love water. Cheers. We just had a beautiful meditation. I'm always praying for us. Thank you. Oh, she says, thank you. Gratitude, Goddess Queen. Hi, it's Heart Love. I love you. Oh, that's great love water. Thank you so much. I love you. So grateful and thankful for all I have now and all that's coming to me. Thank you for your support. We're moving towards 500. Oh my goodness. Please feel free to follow me on my social media. Thank you so much. Yes, the place on YouTube where you come and can breathe in peace, drink love water, read from masters, and you know I'm going to tell you. I love you. I love you. Have a peaceful day. Thank you for saying that, Coco Ellerstrom. Thank you for keeping the chat clean. How was the feed? Thank you. We did it. See, that's what you have to do sometimes. Redo things, right? You know, I give my best. And sometimes it's just be like, yeah, I need to do a little bit better. That's true reality. That's a balance in thought. Those are balancing actions. Awesome, Coco. Thank you so much. Hi, it's Heart Love. We shake it up in the world. right? Master Ted Andrews, Master Pianist, Lori AnnSpeed, with me, Master Uriel Neville. I love y'all, man. I love you, Bubbles. Peace, peace. Peace, everyone. I will see you soon. And we are going into the next chapter, chapter 16, when we reconvene. I love you. You. Peace, peace. Thank you for showing love.